Hello, a very good afternoon to my dear students. Myself, Professor Sapna Sharma from Business Administrative Campus, Modern College, BBSCA Department. So, students, today we have gathered here for the another topic of digital marketing MOOC course, that is community management. Now, before moving to this community management topic, let us revise what we people have done into our last session. The very first session of digital marketing MOOC course was all about the social media marketing, where we have underwent through the various platforms that are very much famous for digital marketing. So one of the social media platform was Facebook. Then we also talked about Twitter. We talked about the LinkedIn and many more. Into our next session, we talked about the monetization on social media platform. There, we understood the exact meaning of monetization, like how monetization play a very important role into the digital marketing, or you can say onto the social media platform itself. After that, we also came across a topic so called as marketing communication, where we actually understand what type and what level of communication is being integrated or it is being used into our marketing, how the communication is actually being used, the communication so called as word is being used. Later on, we have also talked about the web analytics, like how web analytics is playing a very important role in order to scale up your business, in order to understand whether you're going into the right path or not, how Google is playing a very important role in order to enhance your business. Then we also understood a lot of aspect with respect to the branding. Like we really don't understand. We not understanding itself, we really unable to understand the differentiation among what is branding and what are the product, right? Product is brand that we people assume, but exactly these are the two different terms. First, we have to generate a brand. Then only people will like our products, right? People want to purchase your product. So ultimately, you can say the people are not purchasing your product, they are purchasing your brand. If you have a good brand, then ultimately your product selling will become good day by day. So, by understanding all those concepts, let us study what is this community management. See, you can say that social media itself is a kind of like, community where people are connected with each other. The people are coming together in order to, in order to do some conversation, in order to do different type of activities. But that is what we people know. But exactly, technically, how this community management is working, what are the important definition of community management? Let us go through that. So when you talk about the community management, it is one of the most important activity for branding itself. So if you understand the meaning of brands, then you can understand the community management tribute role for brands, right? And in community management, we are including social media also. So you can say that community management is linked with your social media, and your social media is there just for marketizing your products, just to sell out your particular product, to enhance your particular business. So everything is interconnected, it is just like a chain, and you're using that chain so that you can build up your business. Not only build up your business, you can scale up your business. Okay, so basically there are a lot of confusions that are arising. The people understand that social media marketing and community management, it's somehow they think they keep them into a same zone, but they are some different versions. Okay, they are something very much differentiated in role. They have their own responsibilities, they have their own way of working, They are related, but they are not same. So mark my words, like see what type of words or what type of phrases I'm using. They are related with each other, but they are not same, dear student. It is never said if two things are related, that means they are same. No, they are related in order to do some kind of functionality, but they never can be any, anything. Two things cannot be same. Now next is what exactly, okay, we understood there is a confusion between the social media community and community management, you can say. So how to erase that particular differentiation? So for that we should understand what is social media community management. So again, social media community management, whenever the word management comes, it is nothing but a kind of process, dear student. So when you talk about social media community management, so it is also kind of process where you engage your business with the audience who is onto your social media platform. Means we are communicating, or we are getting a good link up with the audience, with the people who are actually onto the social media platform. I'm not meeting the people manually. I'm not doing any kind of manual work. I'm just communicating with the people who are onto the virtual platforms, right? And this is very much mandatory in today's era. You cannot deny from this social media era. You have to, if you want to survive into your business, if you want to survive into the market, then for surely you have to go ahead with your social media platform, right? So you build your own profile which is having a lot of data inside it, a lot of content which will define your identity, which will define your business core values and fundamentals. So it is very much compulsory to have a effective community management if you want to smoothly run your social media business. If you want to fluently run your online business, so you should have a very good, very good in the sense means effective, efficient kind of community management. Okay, you for this you cannot go ahead individually. You have to use certain level of tools. Okay, with this tools, what will happen, you will be easily able to view your business. You will be easily able to organize your particular business, and you will be able to do a lot of things so far. So it is very much important to understand everything. Okay, next, if you talk about social media community management, begin at a very start. Means this is a kind of process, dear student, that you have to start very much earlier or very much initially. Okay, whenever there is a customer journey, whenever there is you can say initiation, or you can say the startup period of the customer, at that instant of time only the social media community management begins. Because we would be requiring the customer to be thorough onto the social media platform, so we have to make a community and we have to manage that community somehow. Because with the help of such kind of community management, we can make a strong relationship between the brand and the customer, right? Ultimately, whenever we talk about the online businesses, dear student, on online business, we should have a strong relationship. We should have that kind of interactivity or linkage between the brands and the customers. Then only people will find my brand cool and they will buy it, and then they will do a kind of publicity. So I need to manage both the things. One is brand and second one is the customer. If I really want to expand, if you really want to enhance your particular business onto your social media platform or onto the online internet world, you can say. So these are the very fundamental skills that you have to adapt if you are a business person, but you are a social media business person, or you are an internet media business person. Nowadays, manually is not only the thing that you can carry out for your business. You have to adapt a different level of things. You have to adapt different aspirings. Next, So how to build the community management means these are the several steps where you will be making the strategy in order to build your community. Okay, the community which will be managing the things which are onto the social media platform so far. So whenever you think that yes, I have to make some community, I have to manage that community, that is online type of community, then I need to go step by step. I cannot go in a very sequential manner. Means like I cannot go as per my mind. I have to acquire certain steps and I have to go through that steps. The very first step, that is nothing but acquisition, or you can say acquisition, not acquisition. Acquisition is a wrong pronunciation. It's acquisition. Acquisition means what? You are acquiring something, you are adapting something, you want to understand something, that's why you are adapting something. So marketing, so you can say the community management itself belong to your acquisition model. Okay, so why you people require it? See, acquisition model is nothing but a kind of things that you have to you need to get some information, a very important information, a very required information. So from where you can get it? You can get that particular required information from existing community. Means you are never ever building any fresh community. You are using the experiences of the previous community and you are building it. That is known as the acquisition. Means you take the experiences from your past and you try to implement the new things on the basis of the experience that you have. And for example, if that community is having the relevant data, the well enough sufficient data, then I can give you the guarantee, dear student, ki yes, whatever you will be doing next time, okay, whichever particular stuff you are doing the next time, that would be most appropriate one. This is obvious. This is somehow something which is very much obvious, dear students. It is something very much obvious. So, if you just go to your particular, your theoretical part or whatever you people have done in order for your, into your software engineering, you would have studied these. Like, acquisition is the very important step. Okay, next is social customer care. Now, what is this social customer care? More than ever, companies realize that potential of using social media channel for consumer brand interaction. We now have the ability to listen, monitor, and analyze. Means what? It is not only about the communication, dear student. It is about much more than that. Means you can not only, you are not only having a communication. In fact, you have a lot of different stuffs also, just like monitor your particular brand or your particular business. You can analyze your business, you can analyze the people who are using your business, you understand their behavior, you understand what type of experience my customers are gaining, and on the basis of so much information, you can do what? You can improve wherever you find. Okay. Next is customer expectations are also changing. Yes, obviously. If the custom, if you think you can go ahead with a type of communication, or you can go ahead with a type of business where the customer is not having any kind of expectation, or you can say the customer expectations are not changing, I will say no. In today's era, everything is very much real time experience, everything is very much real time. So for real time, dear student, obviously things are getting changed frequently, everything is dynamic, everything is changing at every one instance, and we have to adapt those changes and we have to respond accordingly with those changes. So here I have put a study. See, a digital customer experience study found that 50% of consumer expect to get an answer within 30 minutes on Facebook. See, this is what the study is. We think like yes, internet पे तो सभी लोग बैठे होते हैं यार, all time they are available. So what we people maximum, ये तो बहुत ही maximum time बोलते हैं. People think कि 5 मिनट में हो जाना चाहिए, 10 मिनट में we should get the response. This is what the study is. Digital customer एक्सपीरियंस स्टडी ये बोलता है कि 50%, मतलब अगर समझ लो मेरे पास 1 लाख लोग हैं तो उसमें से 50,000 लोग ये सोचते हैं कि वेन एवर दे आस्क यू समथिंग दे शुड गेट द आंसर विद इन 30 मिनट. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट फेसबुक, वेयर पीपल आर लिटरली ऑनलाइन 24/7. Whereas as per the actuality, जो एक्चुअल में होता है, that is 1 hour and 56 minutes. So you can consider so called as 2 hours. ये on an average response बताया गया. On an average response time जो लोग लेते हैं, that is somehow 2 hours to respond anyone. I am talking about those people who are active onto Facebook. Those who use the Facebook frequently, fluently. For them I am talking about. Expectation is something different and the reality that you people are having, that is something different so far. Next is crisis management. I hope you people would have known about the risk management into your software engineering. You would have studied something so called as risk management into your software engineering or into your application building, right? You would have studied a lot. The same thing that we people considered, not the same concept, but yes, somehow it is relevant, that is crisis management. What is the importance of this crisis management? One aspect of community management that require the strategic planning so that if any kind of crisis comes, so my system should be able to understand it, my system should be able to adapt it, my system should be able to survive from it. That is the most important thing that you have to calculate. Okay? Crises are you cannot predict them. You just know, yes, it will happen, but you cannot predict the estimated areas. Okay, so there are a lot of issues that come, there are a lot of problems that come onto the social media platform, and on social media platform, the things are spreading like anything, and due to that there are a lot of damages with respect to brand. If we do any kind of negative statement, if we publish some kind of negative statement with respect to any brand, so it just goes like anything, and you cannot handle also, and it will stake the reputation of that particular brand. So you need to understand that these type of crises can happen, and you have to make a team who can work whenever crisis comes, so that you can easily resolve that crisis. Constantly, you can say quickly, you can say instantly, the solution should be made. Next is retention. Now, what is the purpose of retention? As social media community is growing, yes, it is growing. Why not? It will grow. It will grow somehow. It is growing day by day, dear student, because people are shifting themselves from the manual world to the virtual world. So they will be always requiring the retention. And due to that, there are a lot of challenges also. See, nowadays there is a lot of competition. So whoever wants to create a new business, whoever wants to create a online business, so they need to ensure that everything is under control. Whatever brand these people are making, they have to ensure that yes, brand is working perfectly, right? So there is a lot of competition which is going on. Okay, and what is happening ki just because of this competition, some of the community management, they are becoming non interested type of areas, because they get to know very different level of things every day. So how do you keep them continuously interested? That is retention, right? You are grasping something back. How you will make it so interesting that the people who are finding it uninteresting, how you will get them back? Okay, you started a business 2 years back, 2 साल बहुत अच्छा चला, 1.5 साल बहुत अच्छा चला, लेकिन लास्ट 6 months से there is a lot of problem. People are losing their interest onto your business, whatever you are doing. People find it boring. Then at that time this retention comes. Means you have to decide how you will be getting the confident, that is the previous confident of your particular business once again. Either you have to build it, you have to go for a new thing, or you will be thinking of like make it, renovating it, making some interesting part of it. That is very important. Next is advocacy. Now what is the meaning of advocacy, dear student? This is the last phase of community management. So advocacy is nothing but what you are doing, you are trying to defend your particular thing, whatever you are doing. See, I cannot make one thing clear ki, like every brand is flawless, everything is perfect. No. You can get the accuracy of 99% but not 100%. So you need to identify each and everything. Okay, you need to always defend for what you are doing, for what you are currently. Advocacy will help you out in order to how to make, how to enlarge your particular brand, means how to make the things more perfectly, how to put the things in front of others, how to put things into the mind of others, how you will convince the people that yes, whatever you're doing or whatever your business is doing, it is absolutely correct, dear student. That is the most important stuff. So from this, by this we will come to know ki yes, advocacy is so important. We try to tell people how much potential our brand is, and we try to always involve such kind of people who are very much who are having very much potentials, who are very much skilled, very much confident. You try to influence others, you try to convey them, you try to convince them. You use different type of popular tools so that you can do the advocacy of your particular brand, you can do the advocacy of your particular business, and you do the advocacy in a positive manner so that there should be always a positive vibes from your particular brand. Fine. So this is how your social media community management is working. Here I have the differentiation between the social media marketing. Previously I explained you the 5 different steps, dear student. Okay, so 5 different steps were there. So let me just retain them once again. One was acquisition, that is customer acquisition, you can say. Second is social customer care. Then you have the crisis management, very important. Then you have retention, and the fifth one is advocacy. Here we have the differentiation between the social media marketing and community management. The objective of social media marketing is to increase the sales and the awareness. Social media का काम सिर्फ इतना ही होता है, सेल बढ़ना चाहिए और अवेयरनेस बढ़नी, लोगों को पता होना चाहिए दिस इज द प्रोडक्ट. Whereas community management objective is to increase the goodwill and repeat the business, means to enhance your business, to make a good reputation. Okay, how they can do it? Okay, they can do it with different way, like promoting calls, measurable activities, paid adverts and all. But in community management, you do the posting of the content, you post the content, you do the monetization, you do the responding to the people who are asking you something, then you are addressing the complaint, means you are targeting the complaint and you are trying to solve it. Social media influences sales driven activity, means where sales is the most important target. Whereas in community, we are targeting relation basically. We want to maintain the relationship. Characteristic of social media is you can do everything very quick. Everything goes very quick. Whether if you win, then you win quickly. If you lose, then you lose quickly. Okay, there are the quick responses, then you add the values immediately. It is more kind of like impressive level of thing. And products and services focus on to the social media, means like that is the most important thing. And it is characteristic, for characteristic, that is long howl, you need to wait, then you have to build the trust, you have to build the brand, then you have the customer retention also, means you want to retain, you want your customer back. Okay, here you are just building the trust. Okay, you are just building the trust, you are making it more authentic. So this was all about your community management, dear students. I hope this would be more this would have added a valuable knowledge into your mind with respect to the community management. What exactly I'm talking about the community management so far. So thank you so very much, students. See you into the next session of our digital marketing. I hope this session was beneficial to you. Thank you.